So all these years of being involved with Indian cricket, first when you were in your teens watching somebody play, then this long playing career, now watching, you're still excited by Indian cricket?
Oh, I love it, and I'm obsessed by this game, Harsha, and I don't know how to let it go. Sometimes it's important to let it go. When I come to a cricket field, I don't do that much often these days because of my administrative post. Although administrative work brings me to the cricket field, just hosted 9 games in the IPL. Still when I walk into the ground, I just feel happy. I don't know whether it's goosebumps. I don't think it's tension anymore, but you just feel good about it. I walked into the Manchester Old Trafford ground day before yesterday. Before the start of the game, they wanted to shoot some films with me. I just loved it. I said, Jesus, this is where I played for 6 months. Different ground though. The wickets are different, the stands are different, but absolutely passionate about it.
You've made the Eden Gardens a much better ground than before. There's no
Yeah, we're
doubt.
building a new stadium as well. Hopefully, I remain there to build it. I don't know what's going to happen, so it'll start work in about 6-7 months, and we're building another stadium which is 10 minutes from Eden Gardens.
No, you can't. I mean, you'll build a stadium, it's okay, but
no, Eden Gardens will remain Eden
Gardens. To me,
Gardens.
one of the great sights in the world is I always enter through the BC Roy clubhouse. There's a side screen in front, and I poke my head behind the side screen, and I just look at this magnificent stadium in front. You cannot ever lose that.
No, you can't. You can't. But we'll build a stadium which is about 25,000-30,000 capacity. Maybe play Test cricket, but make it a cricket center for Bengal with the facilities, the indoor schools, and because the Eden Gardens is an army ground, so we're very restricted in what we do. So it's better we put in money, build a state-of-art facility, and just let players play cricket.
Which of these Indian players excites you the most?
Oh, it's a serious side. Virat Kohli, everybody is aware of him, but KL Rahul excites me. A seriously good player, and player who will score runs everywhere in all formats. And he excites me. Kuldeep Yadav excites me. He's tremendous. These two, I really want Rahane to do well because I feel he's a good cricketer. Just lost his place a bit and he needs the support. I see him being in and out, and I think this is where Virat Kohli's captaincy comes in. Identify his quality, just support him for a while, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and bring him back on track. So I think KL Rahul and Kuldeep Yadav. Kuldeep Yadav has got the ability to win you test matches overseas, and I think that's important.
When you look at a young batsman, say you look at a KL Rahul, since you mentioned Rahul, what excites you about a batsman? Is it the time that he has to play shots?
Absolutely.
Is it the freedom that he has to play shots?
The time he has to play shots, especially fast bowling. The knock he played, outstanding. Even Rohit Sharma was batting at the other end, and I'm not comparing. Rohit has a remarkable record in shorter format of the game. Maybe it was one of those days where he was not been able to hit the gap that happens when you play for a long period of time. But KL Rahul never looked out of place. He's shown the world. We spoke about Virat Kohli in the past, how to play 2020 cricket just playing normally. When you see England bat, when you see a Butler playing the reverse flick, playing the lap shot and every other shot in the book, and then you see KL Rahul just stands, hits it over mid-off, shot just paddles it over square leg, complete cricketing shots, and hopefully the Indian cricket looks after him because you don't get such talent every day.
One of the things that happened under your captaincy was a lot of young people came and flowered. So I know Virat has been captain for a while, you don't have to advise somebody, but if you had to give Virat a tip on how to handle these young players coming through, like the Kuldeep is slightly fragile at the moment because he's in and out, he doesn't know which forms of game he's going to play, or a Chahal, or even a senior player like Ashwin who's been around. What would you tell Virat?
He needs to have the eye of picking players. That's very important. There's no hard and fast rule to it. You just see a player and feel, wow, he can deliver for me, and then you back him. Virat backs his player. It's a trend which has come over in Indian cricket. Maybe you can say it has started from my time. Dhoni did it. Now Virat does it. So it's just the eye for good players, and I think he's passionate. He wants his team to do well like every other captain. And I see good things in Indian cricket. Yes, they'll have to win a test series away from home. They'll have to play well in test cricket, which is the biggest identification of a team.
Sometimes when you're a Virat Kohli and you've achieved so much already and you set your standards very high, can you almost get frustrated with people who don't have the same ability or don't set the standard that high?
You should not, and I don't see that he does. You should not. There have been serious players in Indian cricket.
Yeah.
And I saw Gavaskar at his later part. I've seen Dravid, I've seen Tendulkar, I've seen Sehwag, I've seen VVS Lakshman, I've seen Anil Kumble captain them for a long period of time. Harbhajan Singh, they're serious players. 600 wickets, 400 wickets, 15,000 runs. They're serious players in that squad. So, he's the player for this generation. An important thing for him is to be patient. Virat Kohli will not be judged just by the runs he scores.
Yeah.
That will remain. He will keep scoring runs till the time he plays because he's a very, very good player. But for me, Virat Kohli will be judged how he takes Indian cricket with him. I think that's very, very important. Hope he has the right people around him to guide him and make sure that life becomes a little easy for him, because it's going to get harder. With overseas trips, the longer he spends as captain, his form up and down. So it's only going to get harder. Hopefully he has people around him to help him and guide him. And that will be his legacy, that where he leaves Indian cricket as a captain.
To be fair, so far he's shown the right concern, he's shown the right approach, the right attitude.
Absolutely.
And the passion for Indian cricket is coming through.
Absolutely, and he stands up for his players, which is very important. There were talks about the yo-yo test.
Yeah.
I feel that's a very good landmark. It's not the only landmark for performance, but it's important you pass that.
Yeah.
Because it makes you a fitter side, it makes you a side which is mentally stronger. See, to be honest, we did well overseas in '86. Didn't do well after that. We did well from 2000 to 2008. My captaincy, Rahul's captaincy, Dhoni's trip to New Zealand, and then we dropped off. From 2009 till 2000, this is 18. I don't think we should be proud enough to say that we've gone to England, we've gone to Australia, we've gone to South Africa and won Test series. We haven't. And I think he's trying to do something different.
Yes.
Get the boys fit, get the boys tough. I see a change in Umesh Yadav. See, he's bowling.
He's a different captain that he likes fast bowling.
Yes, and you have to have fast bowling to win away from home. So I think that's a good landmark he set up. Once again I say it's not the only landmark, but it's important that you pass that. And I think he's got the goals for his team. He works hard himself, and I think he's on the right track. Only time will say whether he finishes a successful captain or not.
Are you surprised by where batting is going? I mean, I'll talk about bowling, but are you surprised by where batting is going, the kind of shots that are coming? You mentioned the other day you were disappointed almost that 480 was made in a game with the 2 white balls. Is batting becoming too easy, or is it becoming tougher for bowling?
I just feel bowlers try too much these days. They do too many things. They don't keep it simple. I played against some of the greats: Glenn McGrath, Pollock, Wasim, Waqar. You just name it. One came after the other. Donald, Lee, Gillespie. All what they did was bowled in the right areas. And I see too many things happening. Slower bouncer, full length delivery, short delivery, and you forget the length amidst all that. I think time has come, and it will happen because it's life. Things which my father wore 25 years ago has become a fashion now.
Yeah.
Has become a fashion now. So I think cricket is also going through the same thing. They will start realizing that the best way to be good is to keep it simple and hit the right lengths. I see a serious change in bowling quality, and that's obviously has allowed batsmen to dominate so much.
Is it because batsmen have discovered new areas to score runs in that bowlers feel the need to be different?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they still get hit in that area. When you play a lap shot, when you play a reverse sweep, you still get hit. So it might as well decide that, okay, he still hits me, and if I pitch it short, he still pulls me. So what's my best solution is not to worry about too many things what's going on. Just bowl in the right areas, hit the length, make the ball do a bit. The best way for a fast bowler or a swing bowler to stop runs is to swing the ball. And it's like a spinner. The best way you pick wickets and is to spin the ball. So concentrate on simple things and not worry about too many. Too much is happening in T20 cricket. I would love to. What's Kuldeep done? He's just bowled slow. He's just bowled in the right areas. He's bowled a leg spin and he's bowled a googly. That's all. Nothing much. He's one of the most successful bowlers in world cricket at the moment in T20 form.
So what's the future for finger spinners then? Say, look like an Ashwin. He got 300 wickets so quickly.
No, you can't let him go.
What's the future for someone like Ashwin, for example?
You can't let him fade away so quickly, because 300 wickets is not a matter of joke. We always feel it's a common trend that what's not playing is probably better, but it's not the case sometimes. I think Ashwin has a place in the side. He will reinvent himself because he's been challenged. He's felt competition in the squad. He knows that Kuldeep's up for his test place. So he will reinvent. We saw the leg spin in the IPL, and he will get better. But one all must realize that 300 wickets don't come like that. So he deserves a lot more opportunities, and a lot of players who quickly feel that it's time to push him away.
Wonderful talking to you. I still get the feeling that there is in you someone who's captaining the Indian side, but from 90 meters away, 100 meters away, sometimes from 500 kilometers away.
Yeah, but that's always going to happen, isn't it? Because you're so passionate about the game, you want India to win, you work on television, you're analyzing the game all the time. So you still remain in the mode of analyzing cricket matches, and I do it, and I love it, and I really feel that this team in this series is going to do something special.
Okay. Thanks, Sourav. Thanks.
Thanks, Harsha. Thank you.